welcome back to Swiftlessons for another by request song tutorial. Once again for the Halloween season, we're getting ourselves into another spooky track, this time with Black Sabbath's 1971 classic, Iron Man. So together we're going to take a close look at this vintage 65 SG, and we're going to learn all 7 of Tony Iommi's ear-catching riffs. Let's get started. Okay, a close look at the fretboard, getting started with section 1 of this lesson. Learning how to play those intro bends. First, the easy way. Just playing it on one string, we can bend behind the nut on the low E string, just like this. Now there's a specific time to it. We want to bend right on beat number 1, and then around beat number 4, we want to come back down to that natural E note, and then let it ring for one measure. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're going to do that a few times before jumping into the main riff. But if you want to play it exactly like Tony Iommi, what he does is he couples that with an octave, the 2nd fret of the D string, an E note. Now this is kind of tricky. You need a lot of strength to be able to bend that low E string behind the nut with the index finger, but it'll sound something like this. Okay, whatever way you choose to do it, no one's gonna fault you if you just want to do it on one string. Okay, now let's move on to that main riff. Okay, very good everybody. Now we're jumping into the main riff played with power chords. It's gonna look and sound like this. Now, whenever I'm teaching power chord riffs, I always like to teach it with single notes first, just playing the roots of each power chord. So, that's going to give us the frets. 7, 10, 12. Next, alternating back and forth between 15 and 14. Going down to 10. And then back up to 12. Put that together, we have... slide, pluck again, alternating back and forth with those slides, 10, and then back to 12. Okay, now we add in the 5th interval and we have. And you're going to find yourself sliding in between some of these positions, even if Tony doesn't do it. For example, a lot of people use a slide right there in the beginning of the riff. Okay, if you can play that, then you're ready to move on to learning the same riff with a slight variation, but with single notes. So after 2 repetitions of playing it with the power chords, he plays it like this. Okay, so right now I'm picturing the B minor pentatonic scale. Its lower extension as well. All right, I'm gonna play B, D, and then I'm gonna slide D up to E. Next, I'm gonna go to the 10th fret of the A string and pull off down to 9. I'm going to do that 3 times. But then on the 3rd repetition, I'm going to play 10, 9, slide down to 5. Alright, then it's going to be 5 sliding up to 7. Followed by the 7th fret with a little bit of vibrato. And then, every once in a while, he kind of does this slide away. You can slide away from the 15th fret of the low E string. Alright, that'll sound fantastic. Alright, put that together and we have. Okay, very good everybody. You have the intro bends, you have the main riff, you have the main riff played with the single notes, and now you're ready to move into the bridge riff. Looks and sounds like this. Okay, so pretty simple. This time I'm picturing the B minor pentatonic scale in its G-shaped position. Okay, another caged position of the minor pentatonic scale. Okay, we're starting this riff off on the 7th fret of the low E string, plucking it twice, then a slight bend on fret 5 of the A, back to 7, walking down, 5, 5, 5. All right, then a walk up, 0, 4, 5, 5, 6. Put that together and we have 2 measures of music, and that's going to repeat twice through. Repeat. Then the 3rd repetition, we're going to stop short and finish with some power chords. All right, now some players like to just hit a single note there, the A note on the 5th fret of the low E string. But I think it sounds a little bit more robust and a little bit more like the original track if I add in that 5th harmony. 1, 2, 3. Okay, put all that together and we have the bridge riff. Should look and sound like this at a slightly faster tempo. Okay, very good everybody. Now we're jumping into the chorus riff. It's going to look and sound like this at a nice slow tempo, starting with an E power chord. Down to D, and then B. Okay, so 12th fret power chord, down to 10th fret, and then to the 7th fret twice. Next, I'm picturing the B blues scale, with one additional note. I'm playing the power chord twice, then 7 up to 10, and then 7 on the A string for the first phrase. Next, 7, 8, 9, and then 7, 8, 9 on the D string again. All right, put that together and we have measure 3. All right, you're going to repeat that twice through. So, E, D, and B. All right, all of these riffs are just so satisfying to play. Okay, now moving on to riff number 6. This is going to be the pre-solo riff. Looks and sounds like this. Okay, so at this point in the song, the entire tune is modulated up one full step to the key of C sharp. All right, we're picturing the minor blues scale key of C sharp. We're starting off on the D string, going 11 down to 9. All right, then walking 11, 10, 9 on the A string, and then down to 7. So far you have. All right, and then after that, we're going to play. That was 7, and then 7 again, hammering on up to 9. And then once again, going to fret 9. All right, you put that entire riff together, and it should sound like this. Repeat that again. All right, and then from there, you're going to jump into your solo, and you're actually going to finish the solo, that instrumental section, with that same exact riff. Okay, if you would like for me to break down the solo, then definitely let me know in the comment section down below. If I get enough support for it, then I'll definitely make a tutorial on that section as well. All right, that brings us to our 7th and final riff. It's going to look and sound like this. Okay, so now we're on the 7th fret of the A string, playing 7, 5, 7. Then a hammer up, and back to 5. You're gonna let that vibrato. So. Alright, repeat 7, 5, 7. Then the D string, 4, 5, 4, 5. Next, a hammer and a pull, 4, 5, 4. And then 5 on the A string. Repeat that over and over again until finally, at the very end, you're going to play 7, 5, 7, nice and short. You put that entire riff together and it should sound like this. A very nice exercise for your hands. Just like that. Congrats everybody, you've just learned every single riff in Black Sabbath's Iron Man. Alright everybody, thanks so much for checking out this Black Sabbath guitar tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And be sure to let me know if you'd like to learn that guitar solo as well. Big thanks to my supporters at patreon.com/Swiftlessons. I hope you're enjoying all those extra resources. And until next time, this is Rob coming at you from the Jersey Shore saying happy picking.